First, congratulations to Coach Lou and Cleveland Cavaliers. I thought they, gave us all they had, and LeBron stepped up and did his thing once again.
With the call and post, Coach, can you speak about the performance of your backcourt? If you would have knew you'd get 53 points from Oladipo and Collison, you thought you'd have a pretty good shot of winning this game, right?
Yeah, well, those guys have been playing well and consistent all season long. Darren has had a very good year, both for us establishing the style of play we want to play, scoring the ball, doing a good job of taking care of the basketball. Victor has done the same thing, creating offense for us, both from the perimeter as well as getting us to the pace that we want to play at. So those two guys have been consistent with their play, scoring the basketball really all year long for us.
Nate, when you start to realize that a guy like Tristan Thompson, as a sort of a wild card player, is starting to have the impact that he had today, I mean, how much does that sort of throw you guys into reactive mode and trying to deal with that, which couldn't have been expected?
Well, what they did, once again, they made some adjustments, and I thought we took advantage of their switching and, establishing our bigs in the post. They countered with bringing Thompson off the bench, getting more physical. Went back to their two big lineup with Thompson, Tristan, and Love, and just his physicality, his ability to defend, as well as on the offensive end of the floor. You're trying to defend LeBron. You're at times sending double teams. You're trying to cover the perimeter, and now you got Thompson in there in the middle, who's just aggressive. You need two guys, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense when you're trying to help in other areas, and Tristan is on the boards pounding you, giving them extra opportunities. He went back to the lineup that has been very effective for him.
Kenny wrote at WHBC Radio. The game plan coming in for this series now that it's over, was it let LeBron get his and shut everybody else down, or you tried on LeBron and he's just so good he was able to dominate the series like he did?
Well, he's such a good player. He does a great job of reading and taking what the defense gives him. If you don't double team him, he's shown that he's capable of scoring it with single coverage. If you do double team him, what they did in game 2, they put shooters on the perimeter. They'll take that. They'll take you trapping. He will, he's a willing passer. He'll give it up to those guys, Love and Smith and Corver at the three-point line. And, even though he put up big numbers, 46, 44, 45 points, most of those were twos, which allowed us to stay in the game. When you're getting pounded with a ton of threes, you can lose control of that game quickly, and they want that. So what we try to do is just try to stay in front of LeBron, try to keep him out of the paint, defend the paint, but get out to their shooters. I thought we did a better job of that, certainly in our last game, where he wasn't getting layups, and we was forcing him to shoot from the perimeter. Was able to get out to their three-point shooters tonight. Once again, he started to put his head down, get to the basket, get to the free throw line, which puts the pressure on you to try to stop, defend the paint. Well, that opens up the perimeter for guys like Corver and their three-point shooters.